Hi, everyone, and welcome to our March webinar, which is entitled Get Ready for the Workplace with VR, Boosting Professional Skills Through Immersive Learning. So today we're going to talk about the workplace and how to communicate in the workplace when we are speaking a different language, having a different culture, etc. So in today's fast-paced professional world, strong communication skills are more important than ever. While Beyond Word VR is designed for anyone looking to improve their speaking skills, this webinar will focus on how it can be used to support professional communication and workplace readiness. You will discover how learners are immersed in realistic workplace situations, interacting with real people in real virtual environments, allowing them to practice soft skills such as teamwork, customer service, interviews, and workplace interactions such as lunchtime. After each scenarios, personalized feedback powered by AI helps the user improve their fluency, accuracy, and confidence step by step. If you are an educator, this session will also highlight how integrating Beyond Words VR into your curriculum can help your students successfully transition into the professional world. By preparing them for common business situations, this immersive approach builds the communication skills they will need to thrive in their future careers. Whether you are an HR professional, a language trainer, or simply curious about the future of professional development, this session will give you valuable insights into how immersive technology is transforming learning and workplace readiness. We are going to talk about the common challenges that people can face in professional communication training. So professional communication remains a key challenge for many employees, especially when it comes to handling real-world situations, real-world business interactions, whether it's participating in meetings, giving feedback, or engaging with clients. These situations often require a level of confidence and fluency that traditional training methods fail to provide. Language barriers is a common problem. They impact collaboration, they slow down workflows and reduce productivity within teams, especially in multicultural or international environments where it's difficult to communicate with each other. And then we have the conventional training approaches that tend to rely heavily on theory or scripted role play, which often lack the realism and emotional engagement that is needed for a user to truly prepare them for high stakes professional conversations. So AR and VR are here to provide a solution to these problems by combining VR and AI. Beyond Words VR offers a powerful solution to these challenges. Learners are faced in realistic business scenarios, like we said, such as interviews, meetings, customer interactions, lunch break, where they can practice communicating with real people in immersive environments that mirror the workplace. After each interaction, AI delivers personalized feedback, which will help users identify their strengths and areas of improvement. This immediate targeted guidance allows for continuous progress and increased self-awareness. The results of using VR and AI is a more engaging and impactful learning experience that not only builds communication skills, but also boosts confidence and retention of information. Through immersive language training, learners are better prepared to face the demands of the modern workplace. We're not now going to do, I'm going to give an introduction on Beyond Words VR, what it is, how to use it. So Beyond Words VR is a language learning app designed to help users improve their speaking skills by immersing them in real-world situations through virtual reality, where they will have to speak to go through the activity. So the app uses 360-degree immersive videos featuring real people in authentic scenarios, allowing learners to practice language in a way that feels natural, practical, and engaging. Whether it's a social interaction or a professional setting, the focus is always on speaking with confidence. So for this, we have two different modes. We have the guided mode, which can be more used by learners that are not really confident yet. So the guided mode is 3 possible answers. A question is being asked to you, and you have the choice between 3 answers. And then we have the free speech mode, which is a question is being asked to you, and you have to give a free answer with your own words. We have for now 5 languages available in the app: English, Spanish, French, Italian, and German. And we have more languages that are going to be added this year. Content on the app is structured according to the CEFR, covering levels from A1 to C1. And each activity is tagged by topic. So what we're going to talk about in the conversation, and linguistic focus such as verbs, nouns, past, present, what really you're going to work on during the conversation. We're going to see that later when we do the demo of the app. And so, like I said, after each interaction, users receive detailed AI-powered feedback to help them improve fluency, accuracy, and confidence over time. I think now we can do the case study, a demo of the app. So for today, we're going to do a work interview. So we're going to be in a 360-degree real-life situation where we're having an interview. We're seeing it from the interview perspective. We are the ones answering the questions. We're going to practice speaking skills. We're going to read an analysis report together and discover the app different tools. So I will switch to the app. So as you can see, that's what the app looks like. You have the upcoming activities that have been assigned to you as a learner. And then you can access your courses. So today we're going to do an English activity. And we're going to do interviews. So we're going to do an interview for an office assistant position. The level, the CEFR level, so European level, is going to be elementary, which is A2. And we are going to focus on the present, interrogative sentences, and nouns. So we're going to start the activity. So here you can see the description of the activity and the number of questions that are going to be asked. So as you can see, we are in a 360-degree environment, and we are going to start the conversation. and begin with the interview.
Hello, thank you for coming to interview for a position as an office assistant. Do you have experience organizing files?
So here is the question that I have to answer. So do you have experience organizing files? So we have three choices of answer since that is the guided mode. So the first answer is yes. I keep files in order so they are easy to find. Second one is yes, I have organized both digital and physical files at my previous job. And last one is organizing files, meaning keeping them neat and ordered. So the other answers, the incorrect answers are not necessarily wrong, grammatically wrong. They are just out of context. So we have to answer the one that matches the context best. So here we're going to choose the second one. I'm going to press the button and start speaking. Just say my answer. Yes, I have organized both digital and physical files at my previous job. And here it's correct.
Right. How do you manage your tasks during a busy day?
So once again, three choices of answer. I'm going to give the right one. How do you manage your tasks during a busy day? So we are going to answer with the second one. I make a to-do list every morning and prioritize my tasks based on urgency. So once again, correct answer. So let's go with the next one.
Okay. What office equipment are you familiar with?
So what office equipment are you familiar with? We're going to just go on and keep answering the questions until the activity is done and we can access the reports. I am familiar with printers, photocopiers, and fax machines.
Great. And how do you ensure accuracy in your work?
How do you ensure accuracy in your work? So I'm going to go with the first one. I double check my work before finalizing anything and I ask for feedback if I'm unsure.
What do you do if you have conflicting priorities?
So what do you do if you have conflicting priorities? I assess which task is more important or urgent and may ask my supervisor for guidance.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Okay, so now it's the end of the conversation. So as you can see, correct answers count 5 and incorrect answers count 0, and the average score is 100%. So we are now going to complete the activity. And once the activity is done, you can now check the results. So you have all the details on the activity, the level, the language, and the time spent on the activity. So first of all, you have a quick resume on the activity. So let's see how you did. You performed an exercise on a guided mode and answered 5 questions out of 5. So 5 correct answers, all the answers were correct. And pronunciation. So it's giving me advice on words that need a better pronunciation. So I can just listen to these.
Yes, I have organized both digital and physical files at my previous job.
So here is just a small detail on my activity. We are going to check the score and then we're going to go to the details so I can show you how detailed the analysis is. So first of all, you get an overall score, which here is 92%. A score on pronunciation, 83%. Grammar correctness and level accuracy are only available on the free speech mode. For example, level accuracy is going to guide you on your level. For example, if you did an A1 level activity but used words that are more from a B1 or B2 level, it's going to guide you and suggest activities in a B1 or B2 level. The right answer is 100% since we answered, since the 5 questions were right, and the topics, the linguistic focus that we treated, so present, interrogative sentences, and nouns. So now we're going to go to the details. So here, the detail analysis. It's analyzing all the words that we pronounce. So we're going to do to take the first answer as an example. So the text reference was, yes, I have organized both digital and physical files at my previous job. So it was the correct answer. The other ones were incorrect. The words that I pronounced, yes, I am organized both digital and physical files at a previous job. So here, words error 0.15. We can see that I pronounced am instead of have. So all the phonemes that were pronounced, this is really interesting if you want to be working on sounds that are difficult for you, which are usually the same in each language. For example, for the French language, it would be the letter R that would be difficult to pronounce. In each language, there are phonemes that are difficult to pronounce, and it's important to see them so you can analyze and work on them. So here my pronunciation level is proficient, and we can do a really detailed analysis on the phonemes word by word. So in just one word, like I said, you can see what sound was mispronounced. Here, it was the h, the sound that was not pronounced well, so 67%. Organized, both digital, the first sound was not well pronounced. And so then you can just listen, like we did earlier, you can listen to what was supposed to be pronounced. So now that we've done an analysis, we are going to switch back to our presentation. So we have many other work scenarios on the app. What you just saw is just one example of how Beyond Words VR prepares learners for the workplace. The app offers a wide variety of work-related simulations designed to strengthen professional communication skills across different roles, industries, and real-life situations. One key area is job interviews, where users can practice answering questions for a wide range of positions. These include both entry-level and senior roles in fields such as IT, finance, law, marketing, administration, and tourism. Whether you're preparing for a position as a marketing coordinator, legal advisor, software developer, or even a chief financial officer, learners are placed in realistic interview settings, just like you saw, where they can build fluency, manage stress, and learn how to present themselves professionally. So some of the available interview scenarios that we have include customer service representative, marketing coordinator, network administrator, chief financial officer, financial analyst, legal advisor, IT project manager, engineering manager, software developer, administrative assistant, hotel receptionist, and tour guide. Beyond these interviews, the app also addresses other key moments of professional life. Learners can engage in negotiation scenarios. So, for example, negotiating work hours, negotiating the salary. They can practice expressing opinions, defending ideas, reaching compromises, and using persuasive language in a business context. All these situations are essential for developing both language and soft skills, such as empathy, active listening, and confidence. The app also includes more informal but equally important contexts, such as lunch break at work. These everyday moments that allow learners to engage in casual conversation with colleagues, helping them become more comfortable with small talk, cultural references, and spontaneous interactions. So this is especially valuable for those who need to navigate multilingual or multicultural work environments. And each of these scenarios is designed to help learners develop the communication skills they need to succeed professionally through immersion, repetition, and real-time feedback. Whether preparing for a new job, adapting to a new workplace culture, or simply improving fluency in a professional context, Beyond Words VR offers practical, targeted support to help users thrive. So thank you for joining us today. I hope this session inspired you to see how immersive learning can truly transform the way we prepare for the professional world. If you have any questions or would like to learn more, please feel free to reach out to me directly. Thank you. Bye.